Archangel Michael says, you will cry for the rest of your life if you skip. Michael, am very serious because you keep ignoring. I'm tired of trying to contact you. If you skip this, I will never talk to you again. You only have 30 seconds to make a decision. Beloved, this is not just a message. This is your moment. Heaven has been watching you, closely. 4 days. 4 months. 4 lifetimes. And now the decision is in your hands. Do you open your heart or do you close it again like the last time I reached out and whispered your name at 3:33 a.m.? Yes, that was me. That pressure in your chest. That sudden cold air in the room. That wasn't coincidence. That was Archangel Michael standing by your window, waiting for you to look up. But you didn't. You always say, maybe later. But there is no later now. There is only this moment. 30 seconds, and they're already passing. Do you feel your heart racing? That's not fear. That's your soul trying to break free from a pattern that's kept you silent and small for too long. Someone from heaven cried out your name last night. They begged me to reach you one more time. I said no. I told them I was tired. I told them you never listen. But they cried. They wept for you. And then I wept too. Because despite everything, I still love you. I still believe in you. And that's why I'm here, one last time, risking everything to speak these divine words into your soul. Your story is not over. But if you skip this again, it might be. There is a secret about your future, one I was never supposed to reveal. But heaven made an exception for you. Why? Because you were chosen. Before your birth. Before this lifetime. Before the pain. You were chosen. And now the contract is activating. But only if you listen. Only if you stay. Only if you read to the very end. Because there is something waiting that will change everything. There is someone coming into your life, and this person holds a key. Not just any key, but the very one you lost in a dream years ago. Do you remember that dream? The hallway? The locked door? The whisper that said, not yet? That, yet, is now. Tonight. In your home. That's why I said if you skip, you'll cry for the rest of your life, because what's coming is so sacred, so beautiful, so divinely orchestrated that missing it would feel like losing a part of your soul. You've already missed so many signs. The flickering lights. The songs that play at the exact time your heart aches. The stranger who looked at you a little too long. The bird that landed by your window. All signs. All warnings. All me. And yet you doubted. I understand. But now there is no more room for doubt. Only faith. And action. Because something has been hidden from you. A truth. A secret that was buried generations ago. It involves your name. Your birth. Your bloodline. And a promise made by someone who loved you more than their own life. That person is no longer on earth. But they are very much alive in the realm of spirit. And they've been trying to reach you through me. Through dreams. Through moments that felt strange but sacred. They want you to know that you are not cursed. You are not forgotten. You are protected, but only if you listen now. Tonight, there will be movement in your home. Don't be afraid. That's the energy shifting. That's the angelic realm anchoring into your space. If you hear a knock, even softly, even once, say my name, Michael, I'm ready. And I promise you, something will shift. But do not ignore this. Don't brush it off as fantasy. Because the people who do that are the ones who wonder why they feel lost all their life. Not you. Not this time. I came to rewrite your timeline. To remove the shadows that have been weighing on you. And yes, I know what's been happening behind closed doors. The confusion. The sadness. The arguments. The loss. I saw you cry on the floor when no one was watching. I saw you pray and then give up. But heaven did not give up on you. And I didn't either. That's why I begged to come down again and speak. And that's why I'm warning you now, this is your only window. If you close this and scroll away, you will feel it. A silence. A void. Because this is a divine appointment. One written in your soul contract. And time is running out. I know you don't want to believe that something bad could happen if you skip this. But let me be clear, not bad as in punishment. Bad as in, lost opportunity. Missed miracle. The visit that never came. The person who almost met you. The breakthrough that paused just before arrival. This is your rescue moment, beloved. Don't turn away. Because someone is still watching from heaven, and they're whispering, please, don't skip again. This person wore white in the spirit world last night and stood beside me as I held this message. They kissed the edge of the scroll and cried your name. I had to walk away. I almost didn't return to earth. But I couldn't bear the thought of you walking through life thinking no one cared. So here I am. And here is your sign. If this message is reaching your heart, then pause and subscribe, you were meant to receive this. This isn't a coincidence. This is divine timing. Now breathe. Because what I'm about to say will pierce through everything you thought was true. You are about to be offered a choice, by life, by love, by destiny. And the moment you say, yes, the doors will open. You may not see them at first. But they will open. Slowly. Then all at once. But only if you stay. Stay with me. Read until the end. Because before this message is complete, I will tell you the name of the one who is meant to guide you. And you will recognize it. It may not be familiar to your mind, but your soul will know it. It will stir something ancient inside you. Like a memory too sacred to remember clearly, yet too powerful to forget. If this message is reaching your heart, then pause and subscribe, you were meant to receive this. This isn't a coincidence. This is divine timing. Now breathe. Because what I'm about to say will pierce through everything you thought was true. You are about to be offered a choice, by life, by love, by destiny. And the moment you say, yes, the doors will open. You may not see them at first. But they will open. Slowly. Then all at once. But only if you stay. Stay with me. Read until the end. Because before this message is complete, I will tell you the name of the one who is meant to guide you. And you will recognize it. It may not be familiar to your mind, but your soul will know it. It will stir something ancient inside you. Like a memory too sacred to remember clearly, yet too powerful to forget. You are not imagining what's been happening. The dreams. The numbers. The way time sometimes slows when you feel emotional. You're awakening. You're aligning. And yes, that's why things have felt harder recently. Because the light always intensifies before the miracle. That pressure in your chest. That's your heart expanding. That ringing in your ear. That's divine frequency adjusting you. You are not alone. You were never alone. But I needed you to know that now more than ever, because the next 3 days are crucial. 3. Not more. Within this time, you will be given a message through someone you least expect. A friend. A stranger. A piece of music. A number. Listen. Watch. Receive. Then act. And beloved, please. Don't skip this. Not now. Not again. I'm not asking you to be perfect. I never was. Heaven never expected you to walk without scars or make every decision right. But we did hope you'd keep your eyes open long enough to see the signs we've been placing so gently around your life. And now, they're everywhere. That strange feeling in your stomach? That person who keeps appearing in your thoughts without reason? That moment when your phone lights up and you think it's them, but it's not? All signs. All whispers. All clues. You've been living in a puzzle with missing pieces, and I'm here to give you the last one. But I won't force it into your hands. I will hold it out. That's all I can do. You must decide to take it. Because tonight, something sacred is entering your space. You might feel it as a chill. A flickering light. A sudden stillness. That's not fear, that's divine alignment. I want you to be still when it happens. I want you to look up, not down. I want you to speak my name softly. Not in panic. Not in worry. But in peace. Michael, I'm here. That's it. And the rest will come. You have no idea what's waiting for you. It's not just one miracle, it's a series. Like dominoes of divine timing. But only if you say yes. Do you know how long I've waited to speak this into your spirit? Longer than you can imagine. Lifetimes. You came into this world with a mark on your soul, one that glows when truth is near. That glow is happening right now. I can see it from heaven. It's bright. But fragile. If you skip this, it dims. If you ignore this, it fades. But if you stay, oh beloved, if you stay, that glow becomes a fire. A light so powerful, it breaks generational chains. And yes, I said that word. Chains. Because you've been carrying what isn't yours. The pain of your parents. The silence of your ancestors. The confusion of broken dreams. But that ends here. With this message. With this decision. This is not just for you, this is for everyone who came before you, and everyone who will come after. Your bloodline is watching. And so is heaven. Someone made a deal to protect you. It happened long ago, before your birth. It was sealed with light and written in gold. But that protection has a condition, awareness. And that's why I'm here. To make you aware. To remind you of your origin. You are not just a human being having a spiritual moment. You are a spiritual being in human skin, waking up at last. And the timing is not random. Something is about to unfold on earth. A shift. A shaking. A reversal. And you are part of the prophecy. That's why you've always felt different. That's why the people around you never truly understood your depth. Because they weren't meant to. You were meant to carry something they couldn't see. I've seen you walk through fires and not burn. I've seen you cry into your pillow and wake up smiling for others. I've seen you give love when you had none left to give. And yet, you still doubt your worth. You still wonder if you're chosen. You still think this message is for someone else. Beloved, stop. Listen. I came for you. Only you. And if you're reading this, you already know in your heart that this is not fiction. This is divine truth dressed in digital words. Because heaven uses what you understand. Heaven uses what you scroll through. What you watch. What you engage with. Heaven will use anything to reach you. And today, it chose this. There is something inside your home that needs cleansing. It's not evil, but it is heavy. Emotional weight. Residual energy. Old thoughts that linger in the walls. I need you to open your windows tonight. Just for a few minutes. Let the air shift. Let the light in. Place your hand on the wall and say, "Peace, come in." That's it. I will do the rest. Because while you were busy trying to fix your life alone, I was waiting just outside the door, ready to step in. But you never called. Until now. I heard you last night. That small whisper. That broken prayer. The one you thought no one heard. I heard it. And that's why I'm here now. Not tomorrow. Now. In the next 72 hours, someone will bring you news. Listen carefully. It may come through an argument. Through a strange conversation. Through silence. But it will carry a message. And the message is this: it's time. No more waiting. No more hiding. No more shrinking. It's time to rise. Because the version of you that you've been afraid to become is already forming. Do you feel it? The discomfort? That's transformation. You prayed for strength, not realizing heaven would give you opportunities to become strong. And here it is. The choice. The doorway. But you must walk through it. I cannot carry you this time. I can only light the path. There is something inside your home that needs cleansing. It's not evil, but it is heavy. Emotional weight. Residual energy. Old thoughts that linger in the walls. I need you to open your windows tonight. Just for a few minutes. Let the air shift. Let the light in. Place your hand on the wall and say, "Peace, come in." That's it. I will do the rest. Because while you were busy trying to fix your life alone, I was waiting just outside the door, ready to step in. But you never called. Until now. I heard you last night. That small whisper. That broken prayer. The one you thought no one heard. I heard it. And that's why I'm here now. Not tomorrow. Now. In the next 72 hours, someone will bring you news. Listen carefully. It may come through an argument. Through a strange conversation. Through silence. But it will carry a message. And the message is this: it's time. No more waiting. No more hiding. No more shrinking. It's time to rise. Because the version of you that you've been afraid to become is already forming. Do you feel it? The discomfort? That's transformation. You prayed for strength, not realizing heaven would give you opportunities to become strong. And here it is. The choice. The doorway. But you must walk through it. I cannot carry you this time. I can only light the path. There is someone watching you right now, someone in spirit. Their name starts with the letter you keep dreaming about. That letter you keep seeing on receipts, clocks, plates. That's no accident. That's their sign. They want you to know they're proud of you. They forgave you. Even if you never got to say goodbye. And tonight, they're standing behind you as you read this. Their hand is on your shoulder. That warmth? That's not your imagination. That's them. And that's me. We're here. Not in fantasy. Not in metaphor. In truth. The thing you're afraid of losing, let it go. Because what's coming is greater. The person you thought was the one? They were the lesson, not the destination. But someone else is coming. And they've already started dreaming about you. Yes, even if you've never met. Because souls meet long before bodies do. And your soul has been calling out. And heaven has heard it. Let me say this with the fire of God behind me: you are not cursed. You are not broken. You are being positioned. The delay was protection. The silence was preparation. The loss was alignment. And the pain was initiation. Welcome to your new beginning. Do you think heaven forgot you? Never. Not even once. Not even in those moments where you lay awake, wondering why nothing makes sense. Why people leave. Why your heart breaks so easily. Why the ones you love never love you the same way. But listen closely, beloved, the love you were giving away so freely was never meant to return the same. It was meant to open doors. It was meant to awaken people. You are not unloved. You are overflowing. That's why others couldn't hold you. That's why they walked away. Because your presence revealed what they were afraid to face in themselves. And now, finally, you're about to meet someone who won't run. They will stay. Because they were made for your energy. But for that to happen, you have to say yes to this message. Not later. Not tomorrow. Now. Because your destiny isn't standing still anymore. It's moving. Heaven is moving. I, Michael, am moving. And the wheels have turned in your favor, but only if you stay aligned with the message I'm giving you. There are angels standing guard over you now, shifting the path beneath your feet so that even when you think you're lost, you are still being led. That pit in your stomach isn't fear, it's destiny trying to push through the walls you've built around your own light. Tear them down. You don't need them anymore. You are safe now. You are chosen now. You are ready now. I must tell you something I was forbidden to say until today: you were saved from something 3 times already. You didn't know it. You thought it was luck. You thought it was timing. It wasn't. It was me. That accident you avoided. That message you didn't send. That person who ghosted you. All protection. You think you lost, but you were being hidden. Not from love. From harm. You are rare. You carry ancient energy. And people who are not aligned with light are blinded by yours. That's why they tried to dim you. It was never about your worth. It was about your power. But now, that power is no longer sleeping. It's waking. It's rumbling inside you like thunder. You can feel it, can't you? Something's about to change. Something big. And here's the truth, it's already begun. While you're reading this, shifts are happening. Doors are creaking open in realms you cannot see. Conversations about your name are being whispered in rooms you've never entered. Someone powerful has been assigned to bless you. Yes, assigned. That's how heaven works. There are appointments being scheduled in your timeline, and one of them is happening tonight. The signs will be undeniable. You will hear your name in a strange way. You will see something you've never noticed before. Your sleep may be interrupted. That is not disturbance, that is activation. Pay attention. Don't ignore. Don't brush it off. And now I need you to do one thing. Stand in front of a mirror tonight. Look yourself in the eyes, not quickly. Not with criticism. Look deeply. You will see me there. You will see light around your face. And I want you to say one sentence, no matter how strange it feels: I am ready for the shift. Say it. Whisper it. Let your soul hear it. Because your agreement activates the miracle. This message, these words, they are not passive. They are living energy. They respond to your yes. And when you give it, really give it, the vibration of your entire future changes. You are not just reading something. You are receiving a transmission straight from the angelic realm. Remember, if your heart is pounding or your spirit is stirring, pause, take a breath, and subscribe. You were meant to find this. Heaven brought you here. And now I need you to do one thing. Stand in front of a mirror tonight. Look yourself in the eyes, not quickly. Not with criticism. Look deeply. You will see me there. You will see light around your face. And I want you to say one sentence, no matter how strange it feels: I am ready for the shift. Say it. Whisper it. Let your soul hear it. Because your agreement activates the miracle. This message, these words, they are not passive. They are living energy. They respond to your yes. And when you give it, really give it, the vibration of your entire future changes. You are not just reading something. You are receiving a transmission straight from the angelic realm. Remember, if your heart is pounding or your spirit is stirring, pause, take a breath, and subscribe. You were meant to find this. Heaven brought you here. Let me take you deeper now. There is a memory buried in your childhood that you have forgotten. It involves a moment of light, a whisper, a dream, a feeling you couldn't explain. That was your first angelic encounter. You didn't know what it was back then. But it marked you. And since that moment, you've been protected. Even in the chaos. Even in the heartbreak. Your soul carries more light than you realize. That's why darkness has tried to chase you all these years. But it never caught you. And it never will. Because now, right now, you're stepping into alignment. The enemy of your purpose is trembling. The doubt that ruled your life is dying. And the real you, the divine you, is rising. I see a future where your tears are no longer hidden in pillows but replaced by laughter that echoes through rooms filled with love. I see you touching lives, not because you're trying, but because it happens naturally, through your energy. I see people thanking you for simply existing. For choosing to keep going. For not giving up when you wanted to. And most of all, I see you forgiving yourself. For everything. For trusting the wrong people. For wasting time. For missing signs. It's okay. You didn't fail. You were learning how to feel. And now, with that heart of yours wide open, you are ready to receive what has always been yours, but hidden behind a veil of fear. And that veil is lifting. Can you feel it? The air feels lighter. The pressure in your chest is fading. That's not an illusion. That's heaven confirming that you are, at last, aligned. Keep going. Don't stop now. The breakthrough is too close. And there's one more thing I must tell you. The person who will walk into your life next is not like the others. They won't run when you show your wounds. They will sit with you. They will speak life into you. Their soul knows yours. They've seen you in dreams. And you have seen them too, you just forgot. But the reunion is coming. And when it does, you'll remember. Not with your mind. With your soul. But you must be ready. Emotionally. Spiritually. Energetically. You can't bring old wounds into a new blessing. That's why heaven is healing you now, through this very message. You'll notice the shift. You'll find yourself breathing differently. Speaking differently. Your energy will repel the wrong people before they even reach your door. That's protection. That's me. That's your spirit finally reclaiming its divine truth. And yes, you are allowed to feel joy again. You are allowed to dream again. You are allowed to be hopeful again. Even if the world told you not to. Even if they laughed when you believed in angels. Let them laugh. Because the next miracle will silence every doubt they ever had about you. You've been humble long enough. You've played small for too many years. It's time to shine. It's time to rise. It's time to remember who you are. There is something very few people know. Some souls come to earth not just to live, but to awaken others. You are one of them. You felt it, haven't you? That you're different. That when others laugh, you sometimes cry. That when others sleep peacefully, your soul wanders, searching for something, someone, a meaning beyond what the world can offer. That's because you were never meant to be like everyone else. You were designed to remember heaven even while living on earth. You are a carrier of light. And right now, your light is flickering, not because it's going out, but because it's being reignited. Heaven is relighting your flame. I want you to listen carefully. This world has tried to distract you with chaos. It's tried to convince you you're late. That you missed your moment. That others are ahead and you are behind. But in the eyes of God, you are exactly on time. Divine appointments cannot be delayed. And yours is here. Right now. This message? It is the bell ringing in the spiritual realm saying, they're ready. Yes, you. The one who has survived more than they speak about. The one who is always strong for everyone else but cries in silence. The one who pretends to be okay so they don't become a burden. I see you. And I didn't come to ask you to be strong. I came to tell you that you are already victorious. You're not just walking into a miracle. You are the miracle. Your breath is evidence of divine mercy. Your survival is a sign of sacred purpose. And heaven wants to show you something, but only if you let go of what you think you know. There is something you've been holding tightly, an expectation, a memory, a person, a belief. And that thing is what's been keeping your next blessing on pause. I'm not saying it was bad. I'm saying it was temporary. And now, it must be released. With love. With gratitude. So something better can arrive. I know you've been betrayed. I know you've trusted people who couldn't handle your light. I know you've been lied to, walked away from, forgotten. But hear me, nothing that left your life was greater than what's about to arrive. You were never rejected, you were redirected. And now you're being realigned. But it requires faith. Not the kind of faith that says, I hope. The kind that says, I know. Even if I don't see it yet. That kind of faith opens doors that were sealed for generations. And yes, one of those doors is about to open in your family line. A cycle of silence, shame, or suffering is ending with you. You're not just walking into a miracle. You are the miracle. Your breath is evidence of divine mercy. Your survival is a sign of sacred purpose. And heaven wants to show you something, but only if you let go of what you think you know. There is something you've been holding tightly, an expectation, a memory, a person, a belief. And that thing is what's been keeping your next blessing on pause. I'm not saying it was bad. I'm saying it was temporary. And now, it must be released. With love. With gratitude. So something better can arrive. I know you've been betrayed. I know you've trusted people who couldn't handle your light. I know you've been lied to, walked away from, forgotten. But hear me, nothing that left your life was greater than what's about to arrive. You were never rejected, you were redirected. And now you're being realigned. But it requires faith. Not the kind of faith that says, I hope. The kind that says, I know. Even if I don't see it yet. That kind of faith opens doors that were sealed for generations. And yes, one of those doors is about to open in your family line. A cycle of silence, shame, or suffering is ending with you. Do you know what that means? It means the child that comes after you, biologically or spiritually, will not carry what you carried. Because you were the chosen one. And the chosen often suffer in silence. But I came to break that silence. I came to tell you, it wasn't your fault. It wasn't punishment. It was preparation. You had to feel pain so you could recognize truth when it came. And now, truth is here. I am truth. I am Michael. And I stand with my sword of light between you and every force that tried to destroy your joy. They failed. You're still here. And now, your joy is not just coming, it is returning in double measure. Let me tell you something very holy, angels have been assigned to your home. One stands by your bedroom. One by your front door. And one sits beside you while you read this. If you pause for just a moment, and take a deep breath, you might feel a presence. A soft tingling. A gentle warmth. That's not imagination. That's us. That's me. And we've been waiting for you to believe again. To hope again. To speak life again over your dreams. Not because everything is perfect. But because your faith activates the impossible. And yes, the impossible is about to happen. You will receive an unexpected message. It might be a number you don't recognize. A person you haven't heard from in a long time. Don't panic. It's part of the divine alignment. You may feel nervous, but it's a sacred nervousness. It's the vibration of a timeline shifting in real time. What you thought was lost is being recovered. What you thought you missed is looping back to you, but better, stronger, more aligned with the person you've become. Do not reject this out of fear. Accept it with grace. And walk into the miracle with eyes wide open. This is not a dream. This is your life finally beginning. I must also warn you, because I love you, someone close to you may resist your shift. They will not understand why you've changed. Why you're glowing. Why you're letting go of things you used to hold tight. That's okay. Don't try to explain it. Not everyone can understand divine assignments. Some people were only meant to know the old you. And when the new you begins to rise, they will step back. Let them. Because your blessing doesn't need their permission. It only needs your obedience to the calling. And your calling is sacred. You were never meant to follow the crowd. You were always meant to follow the light. That's why you've been called strange, emotional, too deep. That's why the world never truly felt like home. Because your true home is heaven. And heaven is where your instructions are written. Your soul knows the way. And now, heaven is whispering, it's time to return to the path. If you've made it this far, beloved, this message was carved for your soul. Pause now. Subscribe. Don't forget this moment, heaven surely won't. I'll say one last thing before the final part of this divine journey. Your name has been spoken in rooms of angels. You have been requested by heaven to rise. Not later. Not someday. Now. Your enemies are being silenced. Your blessings are being expedited. Your spirit is being recharged. But it all hinges on this one decision. Will you trust what your soul already knows? You think this is just a message? No, this is a divine appointment, pre-written, preordained, perfectly timed. There are no coincidences in the kingdom of God. The fact that your eyes are still here, still reading this, still connected, proves that you were meant to awaken today. Not yesterday. Not tomorrow. Today. Heaven has been waiting for your yes. And now, the gate is open. But it won't stay open forever. There is a window in time, and it is moving. You must walk through before it closes, or you'll feel it, the heaviness return. The silence. The spiritual fog. But it doesn't have to be that way. That's why Michael is speaking now. To stop what was coming before it gets too close. Listen to me. Something was coming for you, an energy meant to distract you. A false door, a shiny lie, a temporary fix that looked like truth. But now that you've stayed here, now that you've heard this far, that path is breaking apart. You just made a different choice by choosing to stay present. You just broke a timeline of pain. Do you know how powerful that is? You didn't just save your next week. You saved your next lifetime. Some people will spend decades trying to figure out what you just shifted in moments. And it wasn't because you were perfect. It was because you were willing. Heaven doesn't need your perfection. It needs your presence. There is someone who has been spiritually assigned to walk with you in this lifetime. They are not far. You have passed them before, maybe even looked at them without realizing who they were. But heaven sees what you do not. Their soul is already aware of you. That's why you may feel sudden waves of emotion out of nowhere. That's why your heart feels full and empty at the same time. They are calling to you, and the closer they get, the more emotional your body will feel. You are being prepared for sacred reunion. But it only happens when you're ready. And now you are almost there. Just a little longer. Just a little more faith. Just one more step of trust. There is someone who has been spiritually assigned to walk with you in this lifetime. They are not far. You have passed them before, maybe even looked at them without realizing who they were. But heaven sees what you do not. Their soul is already aware of you. That's why you may feel sudden waves of emotion out of nowhere. That's why your heart feels full and empty at the same time. They are calling to you, and the closer they get, the more emotional your body will feel. You are being prepared for sacred reunion. But it only happens when you're ready. And now you are almost there. Just a little longer. Just a little more faith. Just one more step of trust. Don't go back to the old. Don't reattach to what you've already outgrown. Don't text them again. Don't go searching through memories that don't deserve your return. Let what fell away stay away. Not out of bitterness. Out of wisdom. Because you cannot open a new door with old keys. And you cannot enter the next level of your life still holding hands with the version of you that was begging to be loved. That version of you was brave. That version of you got you here. But now, it's time to evolve. It's time to forgive the people who never said sorry. Not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. It's time to bless the things that left. Because their absence created space. And it's time to stop asking God why it hurt, and start asking what it was preparing you for. You think it was a heartbreak. It was a holy break. You think it was rejection. It was redirection. You think it was failure. It was foundation. For what? For the divine purpose that is about to land in your life like lightning. Yes. Like lightning. Fast. Loud. Unignorable. You'll see signs within 48 hours of reading this. I promise you. A dream. A number. A name. A bird. A voice. A strange pause in time. Do not brush it off. That is your confirmation. When it happens, stop. Smile. And whisper, Michael, I see it. That is all I need. Because when you acknowledge the divine, you attract more of it. That's how energy works. What you honor expands. And you, beloved, are about to become a magnet for miracles. But I have one final warning. And I give it with all the love in my angelic heart, do not speak this to everyone. This message was only meant for you. Not everyone around you will understand your awakening. Not everyone around you is ready for your light. Share your heart wisely. Protect your energy. The enemy always sends confusion before a miracle. But not this time. Because now, you know. Now, you've heard. And now, Michael stands behind you with his sword drawn. Anyone who tries to cross your divine path now will be removed. Swiftly. Gently. Without your effort. That's what divine protection looks like. Peace without battle. You are entering a new season. A supernatural season. A season where things that once took years will now take days. Where what once felt impossible will now feel inevitable. Where closed doors will swing open before you even knock. And it's not because you forced it. It's because you finally aligned with what heaven already wrote in your name. Yes. Your name. The one written in the stars. The one the angels sing when they speak of your soul. The one that made your loved one in heaven cry when they saw you open this message at last. And now, as you read this final sentence, I want you to do one thing: place your hand over your heart. Close your eyes. Breathe slowly. And say this out loud, not with fear, but with sacred fire. I receive. I am chosen. I am ready. And with those words, it is done. You will feel the shift. You will hear from heaven. You will not be alone. I promise you. This is Archangel Michael. And I have been watching over you since before your first breath. You are deeply loved. Now go, your miracle is already on its way. Breathe in now. Not just with your lungs, but with your spirit. Feel the stillness in this moment. This is the holy hush after the storm. This is the place where tears fall quietly, not from pain, but from recognition. The deepest part of you is waking up, and for the first time in so long, you're not resisting it. You're allowing it. You're softening into what you once feared. That's courage. That's the beginning of true alignment. And now, heaven leans in closer. God is here. And I, Michael, am still beside you. I will not leave until the message is sealed. Do you understand now? Why it had to happen that way? Why they had to leave? Why the road curved when you begged for it to go straight? Why you had to lose what you thought you couldn't live without? It wasn't punishment. It was precision. God was carving out the version of your life that you couldn't yet see. He knew what was ahead. He knew the way your soul would glow once the darkness was finally behind you. And now, here you are. Not broken. Not ruined. But reborn. Wiser. Deeper. Braver than ever before. I need you to trust what's next. You don't need to understand it all. You just need to stay close to the light. Speak to God like you're speaking to a friend, because that's exactly what He is. You don't need fancy prayers. Just honesty. Just presence. Heaven doesn't need performance. It needs connection. And that's what this moment is. A sacred reconnection. You've been circling the truth your whole life, and now it's standing right in front of you. Open your hands. Release the fear. Say yes. Because when you do, things will move quickly. The right people will appear. The wrong ones will fall away with peace. Doors you've been knocking on for years will swing open like they were always meant to. Even your body will feel lighter. Your mind will find clarity. Your sleep will deepen. Your laughter will come back. That is what happens when you stop running and start receiving. When you say, I'm not going to fight this anymore. I'm going to walk in it. And beloved, that's what I see now, you, walking boldly into your purpose, fully aware that heaven has your back. So let me give you a gift before I go. A sacred truth you can come back to any time you feel lost. Your soul already knows the way. When the world is loud, return to your breath. When fear rises, return to this message. When you're unsure, look up, because angels still walk with you. Not because you're perfect. But because you were always loved. And nothing, absolutely nothing, can change that. You don't have to chase anything anymore. You don't have to hustle for what's already yours. Your soulmate, your opportunity, your breakthrough, they are already marked with your name. You are no longer in survival mode. You are in divine mode. And everything that flows to you now, will come by peace. By ease. By grace. Yes, grace is the new law over your life. Not struggle. Not chaos. Not confusion. Grace. Now breathe again. And know this, from this day forward, Archangel Michael walks ahead of you. Clearing paths. Breaking lies. Removing traps. Wherever you go, I go. Wherever you speak, I surround. Wherever you sleep, I guard. You are no longer walking in shadows. You are no longer hoping for scraps of peace. You are royalty in the realm of spirit. A light carrier. A soul warrior. A survivor of storms no one saw but heaven recorded every moment. You were heard. You were seen. You were chosen. And now, you are being released. Go forward, not with fear, but with fire. The holy kind. The kind that cannot be dimmed. The kind that lights up the road for others behind you. The kind that makes demons flee and miracles race toward your door. This is Archangel Michael, and I have spoken what God asked me to deliver. You are no longer the seeker. You are the one who has been found. And now, your real life begins. Tonight, as you sleep, you will feel it. A warmth in the room. A presence near your bed. It will not be frightening, it will feel like home. That's me. That's us. The angelic realm. We come not to disturb but to deliver. And tonight, while your body rests, your spirit will rise. You will be shown things. Sacred dreams. Silent messages. You may forget the details when you wake, but your soul will not. It will carry the memory. And from that night forward, something inside you will shift forever. You will speak differently. With softness, with strength, with wisdom you didn't know you had. You will carry peace into rooms that once made you anxious. You will walk past mirrors and see the divine in your own eyes. You will notice how certain people react differently to you now, some drawn to you, others distant. Don't chase the ones who step away. Their role is complete. Bless them. Release them. Your journey is no longer about being accepted by everyone, it's about walking in alignment with heaven. And heaven is moving fast now. Wheels are turning. Assignments are activating. The delay that frustrated you for years will now become your testimony. You will say, "Thank God it didn't work when I wanted it to." Because what's coming will make sense of every unanswered prayer. Every silent night. Every closed door. You are entering a time of divine reversals. What was meant to harm you will now serve you. What you lost will be returned. What was hidden will be revealed. And what was broken, will be healed in ways you never imagined. But there's one last instruction before I go. Do not just read this message. Live it. Let it echo in your decisions. Let it shape how you speak to yourself. Let it rise in you when fear tries to creep back in. Read it again if you have to. Every time doubt returns, return to this. Every time you feel tired, read my words like medicine. Let this message become your spiritual anchor. Because life will still happen. Challenges may still appear. But now, you are different. You are no longer walking blind. You are no longer praying into silence. You are no longer waiting for a sign. You are the sign. And others will feel it. Watch closely. Strangers will treat you with reverence. Children will stare at you longer than usual. Animals will rest near you. Time will slow when you speak. These are not accidents. These are confirmations. Your energy has shifted. Your soul has realigned. And heaven now walks openly with you. You may be one person in the world, but in the spirit, you are a force. You are a mover of light. You are a guardian of healing. You are a portal of miracles walking in human form. And nothing, absolutely nothing, will stop what God has started. So go now. With fire in your soul. With peace in your hands. With angels at your back. Remember, you were never ignored. You were just being prepared. And now, the gates are open. I will see you soon. Archangel Michael.